Hey everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. Here we are on Euro. Some new recent headlines as of today for evening of May 2nd. First is the Eurozone activity hit 6-year high in April, PMI. This is really important because this shows that Europe may be starting to bounce back on the manufacturing side as an early indicator of that. Let me give you some confirmational or data that you can use. If you go to the Eurostat, look for economic sentiment indicator. Here you can get right down by sector as well as country within the Eurozone and be able to go through all of the detail that you want on a forward-looking basis. Let me repeat that, forward-looking. If you want to trade like the pros, you want to always use forward-looking. You use the present day as confirmation on the theories of your forward-looking, and only the fools and minimal earners from trading work off of historical data, chasing after stock opportunities and charts via technical analysis, and probably losing money as well. But this is how the pros do it, and take it from me, from the 7-digit guys that I've talked to over the years. So again, you can use the Eurostats as well. So just check out here the economic sentiment indicator, and you can download your table and analyze the spreadsheets, because this is how my arbitrage strategy works. Once I start to automate it and only using the economic data, being able to look for long opportunities by sector as well as by country. So there's a lot of interesting arbitrage opportunities you can use for all the countries that are part of the Eurozone, since they all trade with the same currency, so they can be all treated as one economic zone. Next up, we've got here the news of China Rust Belt rebound is under threat from slowing inflation. Now, this is a Bloomberg article, very important to understand. Again, forward-looking. We want to know that China is on the rebound, and we can confirm this on a variety of ways. Now, again, as a discretionary trader, you have this advantage that machines won't be able to find these sort of things unless you, apply some mega algorithmic, systematic approach looking for some kind of economic news or news sentiment via Twitter or whatever your source is. But theoretically, that's not going to be any more advantageous than the human capability. So digging into this, what we can see is that really stood out for me is Rust Belt. Forgive me if you are from China, Shaanxi, Liaoning, sorry. These are the two regions that are the best performing in China. And these are basically steel mills, coal mines, heavy equipment manufacturers, heavy industry that is driving basically China's old school economy. So again, these are sort of indicators that we could use to see where and how what's driving China's economy on a forward-looking basis again, and that's something you could use. Another hint that I've always known about is because you can't really rely on government data from China. There are some private suppliers. I can't remember the name of them. But again, are they accurate? But one way the pros, especially the hedge funds, use is monitoring utility rates of China. Don't ask me how they get access to the data. But the higher the utility rates, obviously, the higher the manufacturing, because it's not definitely going to residences or home or offices. It's really for heavy industrial use. So that's another way. But here in this article, Obviously, inflation's on the rebound. I've been watching it in the UK. It has spiked up on the consumer front, which has slowed down the economic activity of consumers. Again, you can, for now, be able to confirm that in the ESI, Economic Sentiment Indicator from Euro, as long as the UK is part of that. Otherwise, you'll have to go to the UK statistical sites to get that. No different than here or on the US Fed, from the St. Louis Fed. Okay, so let's go and dissect this article further. So, funny enough, though, there is slowing down of 12 of the 30 regions in China. So, again, it is a mixed report as usual, but I do find it up to a point we can use these industrial regions of China to see how their heavy industry is doing as an indicator, and again throughout the other regions to see overall how they're doing. And again, I believe this comes from the Chinese government. So I thought I'd put that out there and just to give you a highlight of what to look for both Europe and Europe and China, and just see how their overall economies are doing. So this will all be out. Talk to you later.